Hello, everyone, and good morning. I hope that you all had full sleep cycles last night. I know that I didn't. Sleep is an essential part of life and one that many people often take for granted, but sleep helps our bodies prepare for the day ahead. I often have issues sleeping and find myself drowsy throughout the day due to my lack of sleep. But lack of sleep doesn't just make me drowsy, it also affects my health and immune system. So, what actually happens while we sleep? During your sleep cycle, there are two different types of sleep, REM and non-REM. REM stands for rapid eye movement, which just means that your eyes move quickly in different directions while you're asleep. During this stage is typically when dreams occur as well. In non-REM, there are three different stages that last from about 5 to 15 minutes each. The first stage, your eyes close, you're really easy to wake up, your body is just beginning to relax and move into rest mode. Your brain waves begin to slow from their wakefulness pattern. In stage 2, you are in light sleep. Your heart rate slows, your body temperature drops, and your muscles relax. This is the preparation for deep sleep. Your brainwave activity slows, but is marked by brief bursts of electrical activity. You also spend later during your other sleep cycles more time in your stage 2 light sleep than you do in any of your other stages. Stage 3, which is deep sleep, is the last stage of non-REM. During deep sleep, you're more difficult to wake up, and if awoken, you could feel groggy and disoriented. Deep sleep occurs in longer periods during the first half of the night. Your heartbeat and breathing slow to their lowest levels during sleep, and your brain waves slow down even more than they did in light sleep. In non-REM, your body repairs and regrows tissues, builds bone and muscle, and strengthens your immune system. If you don't get enough sleep, it can lead to an increase in the risk of disorders, including high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, depression, and obesity. So then what is REM sleep? REM happens about 90 minutes after falling asleep. Signals are sent to your brain's cerebral cortex and also to your spinal cord to shut off movement, creating a temporary inability to move your muscles in your arms and your legs. This keeps you from acting out your dreams, flailing your arms around, and potentially hurting yourself. This is also called sleep paralysis. You go through about 3 to 5 REM cycles a night, with your first period lasting about 10 minutes, and then each of the later stages lasting longer, with the last one typically lasting about an hour. Your heart rate and blood pressure increase to near waking levels, and your breathing becomes fast and irregular. You also have an inability to regulate your body temperature. REM sleep causes intense dreams because your brain is more active. Mixed frequency brainwave activity becomes closer to that typically seen in wakefulness. REM is involved in the process of storing memories, learning, and balancing mood. Fun facts. Babies spend about 50% of their sleep in REM compared to adults that spend about 20%. This means that as you age, you spend less and less of your sleep in your restorative REM cycle. Also, most mammals and birds show signs of REM sleep, but reptiles and other cold-blooded animals do not. So then why do we dream? We spend more than 2 hours each night dreaming, even though most people don't remember actually dreaming or only remember bits and pieces. Early civilizations thought that dreams were a link between the earthly world to the gods, that they were sending them messages while they slept. Another theory is threat simulation. This is an evolutionary response where your brain would repeatedly simulate potential threatening events, enhancing your neurocognitive mechanisms required for efficient threat perception and avoidance. The neurophysical mechanisms that we employ while dreaming and recalling dreams are the same as when we construct and retrieve memories while we're awake. Another study using an MRI found that vivid, bizarre, and emotionally intense dreams are linked to parts of the amygdala, which is responsible for processing and memory of your emotional reactions, and your hippocampus, which is responsible for important memory functions and the consolidation of information from short-term to long-term memory. This means that your brain is pulling from what it has already experienced and learned to produce your dreams while you're asleep. We're able to reflect on our waking selves and solve problems and even if your dream seems bizarre and unrealistic, it typically has an underlying meaning. Freud says that the interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. He believed that dreams were a way to get in touch with our unconscious desires, things that we wouldn't normally act on or accept in our waking rational mind. So then, how would you prepare for your best night's sleep? First, you should try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Stick to a set schedule. Next, try to exercise about 20 to 30 minutes a day, but not too close to bedtime. This can wake your body up and make it more difficult to relax. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and alcohol before bed. Try relaxation techniques, a warm bath, reading, meditation. All of these can help prepare your mind and your body for sleep. Make sure that your room is set up for sleep. Avoid bright lights that could mess up your circadian rhythm. So turn off your TV, computer, and cell phone about an hour before bed. Keep the bedroom cool, but not too cold, because this signals your body that it's time to start relaxing and getting ready for sleep. Good sleep is imperative to help our physical bodies as well as our mind and emotion to build and develop. Understanding the sleep cycle and practicing good sleep habits is the best way to ensure that your body is able to rejuvenate and prepare for the day ahead. Rise and shine.